Again, this is not the best workout program. It is just a workout program. I definitely believe if you're training for hypertrophy, then you should be hitting everything at least twice per week. You got to increase that frequency to elicit more growth in your muscles. Push-pull legs, we're only hitting everything once per week, but if you want to go ahead and repeat it for a total of a 6-day split, all right, go for it. That's for if you're training for looks, hypertrophy, making the muscles bigger. Now, if you're training for strength, you can keep this exact same template. The only thing that's going to vary is those big compound lifts. It's going to be that rep scheme. What's up everyone, David here. We got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. Now for today, we're gonna be going ahead and talking about programming. And I know for many of you, your goal is probably similar to what my goals are: strength, size. Now, there is a difference though. Although no matter what type of weights that you're gonna be lifting, at the end of the day, you're lifting weights. You're gonna see results. You're gonna see increases in strength and you're gonna see increases in muscle mass. However, one is always gonna be taking the priority. As much as you wanna try to bring up both as much as possible, one's gonna take the hit. Either you prioritize the strength and as a subcategory, you'll still see some muscle gain, or it's the other way around. You prioritize the hypertrophy, but as a byproduct, you just so happen to also be seeing a little bit of strength increases. Regardless, at the end of the day, you're gonna see both if you're lifting weights. Gym, obviously, but one is always going to progress a little bit further than the other depending on which one it is that you're going to be prioritizing. So just to keep it all well-rounded, because I definitely believe we should have both, best of both worlds. Have the performance aspect of actually being strong while also having the physique to look like you're strong. How can we combine the two? There's so many different programs out there. I'm just going to be running you through a basic, just bare basic push-pull legs type of workout. I'm only going to limit it to 4 exercises each day. And I want to start off by saying that if your goal is also leaning more towards hypertrophy, you want to go ahead and try to hit each muscle group at least twice per week. You want to try to increase the frequency. But if we're limited in time, we're going to go ahead and limit this program to just 3 days push-pull legs. But if you want to go ahead and increase frequency, just repeat it again. Do push-pull legs for a total of 6 days. This is just going to be a very basic generalized program to just look at strength and size as a whole. Starting off with leg day, day 1. Does it really matter if you start with legs? No, regardless, by the end of the week, you're gonna be hitting all 3. But as far as the leg routine goes, start off with just something that is a squat. I don't care what type of squat you do, depending on whether you want to do it with free weights, machines. At the end of the day, usually a squatting movement pattern. And the reason why we're doing this, big compound movement, really emphasizing making those quads work. Compound movements at the beginning of your workout, when you're fresh, have the most amount of energy, get the most bang for your buck, most muscle groups worked in one given movement. Pick whatever squat you want. Afterwards, second movement, let's go ahead and emphasize something a little bit more quad based, whether that be another type of squat variation. Let's just say something like a box squat. Okay, fine, go for it. Regardless, you're just hitting something for quads, whether it be also an isolation movement like a leg extension, by all means, go for it. That's it for quads. Now, moving on to hamstrings, 2 big movements we're looking at here. One, where you're bending the knee, some type of leg curl, whether it be lying down, a seated leg curl, single leg curl, just bend the knee, get the pump in that hamstring. Second hamstring movement, something where you're emphasizing bending at the hip. So now we're looking at our hinging motion. You're gonna feel real deep stretches with these. So if you were to do something like a back extension, your knee is locked out and you're just bending at the hip, feeling the stretch and contraction in that hammy. Or you could do it with free weights. You could do something like a barbell RDL or dumbbell RDL. Regardless, we're really looking at keeping the knees locked out and just bending at the hip. That's it. 4 movements. You hit everything in your legs except for calves, but calves realistically, they can be thrown anywhere. It doesn't take much. It doesn't eat up a lot of energy or time. Throwing your calf training throughout the week whenever you want. If you want to throw it on during leg day, go for it. But if you're really stuck on time, those 4 movements, 2 prioritizing the quads, 2 prioritizing the hammies. Regardless, a lot of these movements are also going to indirectly be hitting the glutes. So you got a general all-around leg day. Day 2, push. Again, it doesn't matter if you do push or pull the second day, you're gonna do all 3 days regardless. Number 1, big pressing compound, really emphasizing a little bit more of the pec. So the common one will obviously be a bench press. You don't want a bench press? Okay, go on a machine and do a chest press. You just need something where you're pushing your arms away from you, whether it be a barbell, dumbbell, it really doesn't matter. Just pick that movement. Most bang for your buck, working all the muscles right here and you're pushing. Chest, triceps, front delts, most bang for your buck. You're fresh, push heavy, make sure the form is good. Next, moving on. Now we're looking a little bit more at the upper chest, especially for you guys out there. I know many of you really want to build up a little bit more of the upper pec region. Anything incline. It doesn't matter if it's on the Smith machine, whether it be with dumbbells or it be with a barbell, regardless. At the end of the day, all we got to do is just put the bench on incline, a little bit more upright, push right here, emphasizing a little bit more of the upper region. You will not only be working your upper chest, you're still working your whole pec area. It's just this portion right here, the upper part, is what's going to be getting a little bit more emphasis. Those are our two compounds for chest. Finishing off chest with just an isolation movement. So any type of fly movement, whether it be machine fly, dumbbell flies, or even just on a cable machine, some cable crossovers, just getting as much blood flow in those pecs as possible. Boom, that's all you need for pecs. Now, moving on to triceps. Realistically, all your pressing movements, you're already working your tricep. So it's not like you have to overdo it even more so with the isolations. Again, we're limited on time. We ain't got much to work with here. Let's just go. Any tricep exercise that you want. Tricep push downs, overhead extensions, skull crushers, it doesn't matter. Just pick some isolation movement for your tricep and you'll be good to go. Now, I'm leaving out shoulders for this one, delts. The reason why is because, again, we're working on limited time. I'm just keeping it to 4 exercises per day. But realistically, the only thing that you could add for shoulders on this given day, if you're gonna do it on push day, is go ahead and throw some laterals. The reason why is because all your pressing movements, whether it be flat, incline, hell, even a shoulder press, all of that is already going to be working the front delt, but nothing really hits the side delt. We have the rear delt as well, but the rear delt is going to go ahead and be worked on any type of rowing motions, which we'll do on our pull day. So if you want to throw in something similar to calves, just throw them in there. Laterals, real easy, not too fatiguing, doesn't take much time. Since we previously talked about the rear delt right now, perfect segue into that final day, pull. This one is going to be varying a little bit more. There are deadlift variations. Some people do their deadlifts on a pull day, on their back day. Some people do it on their leg day. Whatever it may be, whatever it is that you feel is better for you, everyone's gonna feel a little differently. I personally like doing my deadlifts on back day because I do feel it right here in my lower back, my entire region. I do feel my lower traps get sore the next day because I'm really trying to fight the urge to round forward. I'm keeping my entire back locked in. So for me, it works very well. For you, you might want to modify that. But if you want to go ahead and do them, all right, let's start off with that big compound movement, deadlifts on back day or my pull day. Just know though, biomechanically, it is a leg exercise because similar to a squat, you're bending at your hips, you're bending at your knees. So what are the muscles that are going to contract to help you lock out at the top? Glutes and quads. But that back staying isometrically straight the whole time, it's definitely going to be working it out. That's why I personally like throwing them on that day. Second movement, we need some type of rowing variation. So many out there with machines, free weights, pick whatever one you want. I like to stick with the barbell bent or row. The reason why is because I already just finished deadlifts. So the bars are on the ground, it's already loaded. Let's just take off a couple plates and let's hit those rows. But if you want to go ahead and do a dumbbell row, a machine row, a T-bar row, seated cable row, it doesn't matter. You just need something where your arms are out in front of you and you're pulling back. Second movement, now we're going to be working the pull downs. So something where our arms are above us and we pull downwards. This one, again, it's going to vary depending on your strength level. I would say do pull-ups or chin-ups, but let's be honest, a lot of people don't have the body weight strength to actually pull themselves up. That is perfectly fine. Jump on a lat pull down machine. Use whatever attachment. Anything where your arms are above you and you're pulling down, at the end of the day, is going to be targeting those lats, especially that lower lat region. That's the reason why we're doing that. So we already got 2 direct exercises for lats for this final exercise. If you want to go ahead and do lats again, you could pick any other back exercise, whether it be another variation of a pull down, another variation of a row. Go for it. Our lats are big, they're strong, they could take the extra volume. But one thing we haven't directly hit, traps. I personally like training traps. I have an interest for it, but many of you, it may not be that important to you. Not many people care about having bigger traps. Again, it's all just personal preference. From a performance standpoint, I also like having bigger traps because that's what my bar sits on when I squat. It's like creating a shelf. You have a choice here. Either do something for traps or do something extra for back, another exercise for lats. The reason why is because traps, they don't take much to grow. Just any type of shrug and you're good to go. Dumbbells, barbell, or with a machine, at the end of the day, if you're shrugging your shoulders, you're gonna be working those traps. So you could throw them in anywhere. Even after your sets of deadlift, if you want a superset, you already have in position, do some shrugs, go for it. But if you want to take the time for that fourth exercise to hit a little bit more rowing, all right, build up those lats even more so. I'm leaving out biceps for a reason. Biceps, let's be honest, again, another body part, super easy to build up. You could throw that in any day of the week. It will just make the most sense if you throw it in on your pull day because you're already working them. But grab a couple dumbbells right there, real quick. 3 sets of 10, just get that pump. Biceps are super easy to develop. It's not that hard. Unless it's your priority, you really do want to build up just massive biceps, then yes, include it. But if we're limiting each day to only 4 exercises, we're real short on time, and we're only able to hit the gym 3 times per week, push, pull, legs, there we have it. Again, this is not the best workout program. It is just a workout program. I definitely believe if you're training for hypertrophy, then you should be hitting everything at least twice per week. You got to increase that frequency to elicit more growth in your muscles. Push, pull, legs, we're only hitting everything once per week. But if you want to go ahead and repeat it for a total of a 6-day split, all right, go for it. That's for if you're training for looks, hypertrophy, making the muscles bigger. Now, if you're training for strength, you can keep this exact same template. The only thing that's going to vary is those big compound lifts. It's going to be that rep scheme, where typically for hypertrophy, it could be anywhere from, let's just say 6 to 15 reps, and you get that pump, and you're focusing on making those muscles burn. Okay, for strength, obviously you're going to be loading up the weight even heavier, and you're going to be going from anywhere from 5 reps or below, and really practicing the form and refining the technique on those big compound movements. Whatever your goal, this is just a generalized, well-rounded program that could possibly work for you. Again, modify it as needed. Again, I'm just limiting it to 4 exercises per day for a total of 3 days. Take what you can, apply it to yourself. If it works, good, keep it. If not, just modify it as needed. It's really not that hard. You just gotta stay consistent with the gym. Make sure you're on top of your recovery, eat enough protein each day, stay consistent, and you'll be good to go. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Comment down below, what are some just basic splits that have worked for you, for especially if you're gonna be limited on time? What's worked for you? Comment down below. Maybe other people can take that and apply it to themselves. Let's try to help each other out. Also, comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diets, workouts, programs, whatever it is, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help you all out. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. And then Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on both accounts. I put all my links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.